It was the beginning of April 2006 in Columbus, Ohio. Spring break had just begun, and the air was buzzing with the kind of excitement only college students truly understand. The promise of a break, drinks, music, and the illusion that nothing can touch you. Brian Shaffer was 27, a second-year medical student at Ohio State University, and by all accounts, he had everything going for him. He was smart, ambitious, good-looking, and deeply in love with his girlfriend, Alexis. His dream was to become a doctor, maybe travel the world, maybe settle down. He wasn't sure yet. But on the night of March 31st, something happened. Something that no one has been able to explain for nearly 2 decades. That night, Brian went out drinking with his friend, Clint Florence. They hit up a few bars, ending at a place called the Ugly Tuna Saloon, a quirky college hangout on the second floor of a mall near campus. There's security footage of Brian arriving at 1:15 a.m. He's laughing, talking, everything seems normal. At 1:55 a.m., the same camera shows Brian stepping out into the hallway with 2 women. He chats with them for a bit, smiles, and then turns to go back inside. That's the last time anyone ever saw him. What makes Brian Shaffer's case so chilling is this. There were only 2 ways in or out of the Ugly Tuna. 1 entrance, 1 emergency exit. And the cameras at both? Working. Brian is never seen leaving. Not by camera, not by anyone. It's as if he walked into that bar and simply vanished. Police combed through hours of footage, slowed it down frame by frame. They tracked every person who entered and exited. Everyone was accounted for, except Brian. They questioned his friend Clint, who was the last to see him inside the bar. Clint said Brian had just wandered off. Maybe to talk to someone, maybe to get some air. He wasn't sure. Alexis, his girlfriend, was devastated. They were supposed to fly to Miami that Monday for a vacation. She called his phone constantly. For days, it rang, and then one night, it actually connected. Her heart jumped. It rang 3 times and then voicemail. The cell phone pinged a tower in Hilliard, a suburb of Columbus. Police traced it but found nothing. Experts said it could have been a glitch, or someone had turned it on. Flyers went up. His case hit the news. People speculated. Was he drunk and fell into a construction site nearby? Police searched everyone. Nothing. Some believed he staged his disappearance, that the stress of med school and the recent death of his mother had pushed him over the edge. Maybe he left everything behind. But he had no passport, no history of mental illness. He had just booked a vacation. Why would someone plan a romantic getaway only to vanish 2 days before? Other theories got darker. Maybe Clint knew more than he let on. He refused a polygraph. He hired a lawyer, but police had no evidence, no body, no crime scene. Just a smiling man walking into a bar and never walking out. In 2020, during the pandemic, Brian's case resurfaced briefly when a photo emerged on a missing persons site. It showed a disheveled man in Mexico, similar in age and build. Internet sleuths went wild, but after analysis, it wasn't Brian, and so the mystery remains. How does a man disappear from a building with 1 entrance, 1 exit, both under surveillance? Some say he found a way into the service tunnels behind the bar, but that area was searched. Others claim he was murdered inside, and someone helped cover it up, removing his body through a blind spot. But if there was foul play, why no blood? No struggle. In 2023, a private investigator revealed that Brian's social security number has never been used since 2006. No credit, no job, no paper trail, nothing. His father, who never gave up the search, died in a tragic accident in 2008. At his funeral, someone anonymously left a condolence message. Brian was loved. No name, no contact info, just that. Some believe Brian fell victim to human trafficking. Others think he died that night and his body was hidden forever. And a few still believe he's out there, alive, hiding. But why? Maybe that night, something went wrong. A conversation, a punch, a panic, and someone with power made it all disappear. Or maybe the answer lies in a single moment, off camera, that no one noticed. A second too fast, a blind spot in time. Ryan Shaffer is still listed as a missing person. His photo is still circulated. He'd be 45 years old now. And every year, on April 1st, the internet lights up again with the same haunting question. How can someone vanish from a bar and never be found?